thanks Mike for a great speech. I will try and take on that words of wisdom and do as I'm told. So by the way, if you haven't got a drink credit, I'd make sure you've got a full one, because I've got quite a few toasts to cut. So, here it goes. On behalf of my wife, I want to thank everyone who's travelled today, especially those who's obviously travelled from abroad. I really appreciate it. The first time I met Lauren was at Asda, and I graduated 5 years ago. However, we didn't actually meet on that day, as I think you were the person who didn't actually speak to me. Playing hard to get clearly works. Thank you to everyone who's kindly left us cards and gifts. We really appreciate them, and I hope everyone has had a fantastic day and enjoyed your food. So, first of all, I really want to thank Mike and Sheila. Now, don't worry Sheila, I won't go on too long, because I know you've probably got a lunch to get to later on. Joking aside, you two have been both so kind to me and welcoming me in your family. I really appreciate it, and the support of the past few years you've given to me and Lauren has been invaluable, especially making today happen, so really thank you from me. However, most of all, I want to thank you both for bringing up a wonderful daughter, who I can now proudly call my wife. I will make sure I look after her always for you. So, to toast, Mike and Sheila.
Right, Sheila. Mike, Sheila. Down him. Sorry, guys.
So, next, I'd like to thank my dad and Amanda. So, you've both been great to me and Lauren, especially welcoming into our family. I really appreciate the gesture you made when our house got flooded on Boxing Day when you let us stay at your house. I don't know what I would have done without that gesture, so from me and Lauren, thank you very much for the both of you. By the way, Dad, Lauren was right, we got me necking tight after all. So, to toast, Alan and Mandy.
Yep.
Alan and Mandy. Yes, thank you. I also want to thank my mum. You've always been so supportive to me in whatever I've wanted to do in my life. And I will always know that when times are hard, you're there for me. You've been so good in obviously welcoming Lauren into our family. And I want to thank you for everything you've done over the last few years, especially making today happen, attending all the wedding fairs, and obviously I just want to thank you for everything you've done. Well done. Jay. Next, I want to thank Sam. First of all, for carrying that really expensive Argos ring on Kilimanjaro and not trying to sell it to one of the porters. I also want to thank him for getting Lauren to agree that we can both go to the Euros this year. As we were walking up Kilimanjaro, me and Sam were both chatting about how good it would be if we get to do the Euros this year in France. Lauren abruptly interrupts and goes, the only way you're going to the Euros is if you propose this year. Me and Sam, poker faces, let her carry on walking, nodded and went, we're going to the Euros. Such a good friend to me and Lauren since we all moved to Leeds. And I want to wish you all the best in your new life when you move down to Australia later on this year. It's going to be a big loss to us, but you'll have a great time, I'm sure. Also, go easy on me in your speech, please. Everybody, don't forget, he's an Aston Villa fan. He doesn't always like telling the full truth of what actually happened. To Sam.
Sam. Russia.
So, next is the bridesmaids. All 6 of you. Mary, thank you all for being such good friends to Lauren. So much so that she couldn't just choose 3 of you to be bridesmaids, despite the number of times I asked her. You've been really good, obviously, helping out with today and making today happen, and also you've done a great job in throwing Lauren a great hen party. A special thanks goes to Caroline, who, after meeting for the very first time on a night out in Leeds, on saying goodbye, shouted out, "See you at the wedding." Well, here we are, Caroline. It happened. Toast to the bridesmaids. Finally, Lauren. Wow. So, what an unforgettable 5 years we've had together. I've loved every minute of it. Made me so happy, and I admire how strong you are as a person. No more so than when our house got flooded and we had to rescue your wedding dress on a boat. But looking at how beautiful you're looking at today made it all worthwhile. I'll also never forget the day we managed to summit all 5,895 metres of Mount Kilimanjaro at 6:45 on the 29th of August 2014. So, after trekking for 6 days, getting up at midnight, walking 7 hours uphill in -30-degree temperature, I'm selling it, aren't I? Water's freezing over, necking 3 paracetamol, 3 ibuprofen to try and get over the altitude sickness, we made it to the top. We started to take pictures to celebrate our success, and I asked for a picture to the side. Sorry, now is it anything? Alright, we're good. Right, cool. Sorry.
Take it, look, don't.
We started to take a picture to celebrate our success, and I asked for a picture to the side. However, you refused initially because you wanted to eat your flapjack. I then really got angry at you and told you, put your flapjack away, I want to take a picture. So, eventually you agreed to take a picture, in which case I managed to get down on one knee and ask you to be my wife. And you said yes, to make me the happiest man in the world. Not too sure the same is considered about the flapjack, but I don't think you ever got around to eating it, did you? All I can say is that it's a good job you made it to the top. Otherwise, today it could have been a completely different wedding. Someone would get proposed to. I'm so excited to spend the rest of my life with you and travel the world with you. I enjoy every minute I get to spend with you. You make me laugh, you're caring, thoughtful, and to be honest, I'm not too sure how you put up with me. All I can say is thank you for everything you do, and I'll always love you. So, before I hand over to my best man, I'd like everyone to be upstanding. I'd raise a toast to my new wife, Lauren.